let me give you a quick example of the importance of ethics within an organization, especially for those of you that have opportunity within small organizations or starting your own. One of the things that we look at in an organization is looking at who's responsible for setting the ethical standard within that organization. It is the manager, or in a small company, the owner, the founder. I'll give you a quick example. It happened to me a number of years ago when I started my first company. I'd been working on this company for close to 6 months. I had not drawn a wage on all that time period because I didn't feel comfortable claiming unemployment while I was actually working on my own business and those kind of things. And so there were some personal financial pressures that were built into that. And the day came that we actually opened our business, opened the doors, and one of the first deliveries we got was a large truckload of product. It was $25,000 worth of product on this truck. And my warehouse manager and his couple of people were out unloading the truck. And he came in about 3 hours later and he says, you know, I've got a problem. Now, he came into my office, and it just so happened that the office manager, he was there, and he dragged along one of his employees. All right, so there's 4 or 5 of us and my business partners there sitting in the office. And my manager came in having unloaded the truck. He says, Dave, I got a problem. I said, well, what's the problem? He says, well, we got extra stuff. And I said, what do you mean we have extra stuff? And he said, well, I've got, and it was like $1,200 worth of extra product. And he said, it's not on their packing list, it's not on their invoice, and it's not on your PO. You didn't order it. But it's good product, and I just need to know what to do with it. What do you want me to do? And he said, he followed up by saying, do I call up the company, or do I just put it on the shelf? Okay, so that's an inflection point. That's an opportunity for the manager to set the ethical tone. Now, what happens if I say, just put it on the shelf? That sets one tone. But he happened to do it in front of everybody. And of course, me personally, I'm starving for money at the time, and somewhat tempting. But in the end, I just didn't even, just took a half a second and said, you know what? Why don't you go call him up? And it was interesting because after that point, that set the ethical standard for our company. It was that, hey, we call him up. So he went and called him up, and about an hour later, I got a call from the national sales manager of that company, because we were kind of a big thing. We were a new opening for them, and he said, Dave, what's the problem with your order? I said, well, there's no problem. We got all the product we ordered. Everything was okay. A couple broken items, but that's fine. We just got some extra stuff. And he says, what do you mean extra stuff? I said, well, it wasn't on the packing list, wasn't on the invoice, wasn't on our PO. And he said, so you're calling to report an overage? And I said, yeah, I guess that's what you call it. And he says, well, nobody reports overages. And that one instance, that one thing in a very small industry went around our industry quite a bit. And from that point, just that one ethical decision, I was able to get product line and concessions from vendors and whatnot far beyond, at least financially, far beyond financially to me what $1,200 would have been by just putting it on the shelf. So, but the important part is ethics start with management. Ethics start with the top of the company.